That's what they do.
Run the
That's
Battles.
what
Yeah,
that's what I think Run the Jewels is. Mind you, I haven't heard a single song from them. I just know who they are.
just generally, you just
Yeah, I
know.
just generally know who they are. I know that a lot
Okay.
of middle-aged white guys really love them. And they're like the
Okay.
cooler white guys. It's not like, it's not like a Tom McDonald situation. You know what I'm saying? They actually, they're fans of hip
For
hop,
sure.
but they're like, they're such fans that it's like weirdly racist. Like,
Okay.
you ask one of those guys, yeah, I love Run the Jewels and Eminem and NF and Logic,
no,
but
not
the white
NF,
half.
dude.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
Not
like,
NF, bro.
I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't really know. I'm like, are you really down for the cause? Like, you feel that way?
Garrick must have said, but did he just say the white half?
Exactly. Exactly.
We fly the rafters, fill the beers, head towards the seas. Rivalries around the world, the pirates like the raise our beers and then we choose the learning to grow. The Shipwreck Show, AG is number one,
What is happening in Kraken, folks? Welcome if you are new. Welcome back if you are not to the Shipwreck Show. I am your host. It's Xander, aka your friendly neighborhood Antifa host. Because if you didn't hear, Kash Patel and his Fascist Bureau of Investigations has updated their definition of domestic terrorist. And spoiler alert, I fit the new description. So you hear that, Kash? Come and find me. I fucking dare you. Anyway, joining me today on episode 211, and for legal purposes, they heard none of that intro. We are joined first and foremost by D Symphony in B minor. It is DJ Symphix. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? I'm big chilling in a big 2026.
Big chillin'.
Big chilling, baby.
I got these. I got
love
this.
that.
I got these Drizzleicious. I don't know if you guys ever
Dude,
had
I've
these.
been hearing so much about those.
Dude, we sell out of these at work, and I'm like, bro, I need to go try some. These aren't my favorite, but I like this. I do like this flavor. The cookies and cream is my favorite so far. I haven't tried the s'mores
Yes,
yet, but
cookies and cream is so good, dude.
I have a whole. My pantry is filled with these. Because one, I get the discount, and plus we have it on sale. So these are so good, actually. It's like you taste the rice cake. It's like a little bit salty, but then like the drizzled on like little like birthday cake frosting, it's like adds the sweetness. It's actually really nice.
The nice sweet and salty kind of deal.
Yeah, it's actually really sick. Also, 120 calories per serving, and there's 4 servings. So
yes, sir.
Whole bag, 480 calories.
We're not sponsored, but we could be.
We could be. Drizzleicious.
God.
Hit us up. Also,
I've
been preparing for the release of Tomodachi Life. Living the Dream on Thursday. The game has already been cracked and leaked onto the internet, so someone has
nice.
So people have been playing it, but I will not let the Nintendo cops come after me. So I will stand my ground.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Got some new stuff. I got this little like grip like for the Nintendo Switch, right?
So, okay.
Little 3D printed thing.
Very
like,
nice.
Slides right
Nicely done, sir.
Yeah,
looks good. Looks good. I like it.
You know, it's really nice. It comes with a carrying case, so that's why
you didn't get like a Tomodachi Life case for it, or
they don't have those yet, or no?
Damn. My bad. Okay.
Damn it, dude. Fucking read the room. Joining us as well tonight, who can't read the fucking room, it is Ernell Piercing, the Shark Father himself. What's going on, man?
That's me, big dog. Yeah. Hey, what's up, fellas? It is Monday, and I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? It's a good time to be alive.
Tuesday for the people listening to this, most likely.
Yeah. I know. I mean, like for us, it's Monday. You know what I mean? It's
Stop putting that on us. Monday's over now. We don't have to worry about it.
No, I know. Today I answered the lifelong question, as DJ would say, do you ever walk? And the answer is yes. I walked.
I saw
Today.
that. I
walked.
saw that.
Yeah, no, I took some friends' advice and just decided, hey, you know what? Like, instead of going to the gym and barreling myself onto leg day, why don't I just go fucking touch some grass? You know what I'm saying? So I went a
Yeah.
little walkie walk for a while there, and went around about half an hour out and walked back half an hour again, and it was a good time. I'm feeling good. I got back, and my legs were doing that like tingly weird thing where like random areas of like my muscles were like spasming and shit. It was fucking crazy. Like I've not felt like that in my fucking life.
Because you worked out muscles that you haven't worked out in a while.
In a while. Yeah, no, for sure, dude. I mean, like it's not in that kind of way. Like I'm not a hiker, right? Like you guys know this. I
like
despise hiking.
because you're not white,
And even
I'm not white.
right. And even doing this
I'm part white.
today,
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
that's why I left you out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And even doing this today, I was like, am I upsetting my ancestors? You know what I mean? And the answer was yes. So they punished me by making my like muscles
Dude,
spasm.
you know what's crazy? Like some people like just like either never have developed like that portion, like those muscle groups, like in terms of like walking, running, jumping. Like
Yep.
I saw multiple clips. Well, it spawned from this one clip where some friends were recording like their friend unable to do hopscotch. Like they just couldn't do it. Like just
the fuck?
they couldn't coordinate landing on 2 feet, jumping on one, landing on 2 feet. They kept like alternating feet as they were jumping. Like
That's fucking crazy, dude.
and we're like,
That's
how did you even make it? Like clearly they're pretty young still, like, but around your 20s, like you can't hopscotch.
So, like,
Like
still,
what?
you
While I was
didn't do
watching it,
what?
I was like,
Like,
you're making me how to forget how to hopscotch. Like, what the fuck is how?
yeah, man.
And then
like, what the fuck?
there's
You start
more
having like
clips.
that existential crisis. Like, do I not know?
Yeah, like what?
Mhm.
Like like they did it so bad. I was like, how did you fuck up hopscotch?
That's got to be staged.
No, it was not, dude. I was like,
Wow,
it
dude,
was
there's
just raw
I don't
reaction.
know, man.
I'm not
But
surprised.
have
dude.
you seen some of those? There's like these, and then follow that with
Adults
some other
can't jump.
clips. Yeah, adults can't jump. That's Garrick. Garrick, we're joined by Garrick here, but I saw a clip. It was like these like not middle age, like 30s white women like trying to jump over a beanbag chair, and they barely did it. Like they could barely get themselves up off the ground. And I'm like, how do you like apparently if you don't keep jumping, you just lose that. Like your muscles, like to know how to jump, you just lose it. So like you barely get up off the ground. I'm like, now it's got me like I'm just like, because when I'm alone in my house, I jump up, try to hit the top of the door frame. You know what I'm saying?
I was
Like,
like,
that's-
I can do that
Yeah.
shit with a torn meniscus.
yeah, like pow. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta keep my jumping muscles in check because I can't be
Yeah.
caught
Speaking of
bare lifting.
So just real quick, speaking of torn meniscus, we are also joined by once again by our onboard AI, Gareth Bartholomew's Ethan. Hello, Gareth.
That name was very wrong. that whole name was.
I mean,
wrong.
you were air nail piercing, okay? So I don't want to hear it.
Ernell, according to Siri, but yeah.
What does it look
yeah.
like when an AI has diarrhea?
Play
That's a
marathon.
good question. yeah, a marathon. The hit bungee
Ask
game marathon.
Randall.
Hey, you guys hear about that thing that's been going around?
What thing?
AI diarrhea.
The moon.
Well, you too can be a disappointment to your ancestors because this is the Shipwreck Show, where once a week, every week, various members of the Good Kraken crew gather together to discuss anything and everything the seven seas have thrown our way, like discussing how does an AI, in fact, poop. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to patreon.com/goodkrakenpods, where you can submit questions and topics, get exclusive content, and have early access to all of our content before it goes live on podcast and video services. You can also support us by joining the GK community over on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below, then following and subscribing to get updates when new episodes go live everywhere. Before we get into this episode, we have some captain's orders.
Captain's orders.
I mean, I said diarrhea, but twist my words.
He did.
That's
he
fine.
Did that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're
Ooh,
playing telephone
diarrhea
here.
Okay, whatever. Mhm.
He was very specific about that.
Kraken.com is your one-stop shop for all things us. I'm not going to go through all the episodes we have available because, quite frankly, they're not really updated.
You ever been in an episode?
Not really since the last episode. But we do have shows like GKDR, Good Kraken's Death Ratio, our video game podcast. We have 20,000 Films Under the Sea, our movie podcast, and sometimes TV shows. Songs from the Abyss, our D&D action play, and Splash Damage, our video game play-along series thing. We do stuff, and we showcase it on goodkraken.com. You can go to goodkraken.com, you can check out our shit, and guess what? You can also buy merch there. Did you know you can buy merch there? That's fucking wild. Who does merch nowadays? No one does merch. They turn it into this weird, like, offshoot brand kind of deal to make it seem cool or whatever, but they don't do merch anymore, all right? We still do merch. We got Good Kraken fucking merch. Give it to me, dog. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me something.
I got you. I got you.
There you go.
God damn it, Jennifer.
No, mine was better.
Kraken.com. I've said enough about it. Anyway, so guys, today I want to talk about something that we touched on briefly. Oh, DJ.
I have another space-related joke before we hop in.
God damn it.
Go ahead.
Why did the CIA decide to assassinate the sun?
Why?
They found out he was the center of the revolution.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah. I that one's a good one. That's a pretty good one. I'll admit. Anyway,
I came up with that one. That was actually an original joke by me, DJ Simvic.
Oh,
you heard it here first, folks.
Love that for you.
Also, the moon one as well. The moon one earlier, that was me.
Nah, I don't believe it.
What do you mean? Have you ever heard that one before? Never. Until now.
So this weekend we had touched on something that I was like, wait, we got to save this for Monday because it's something that I feel like a lot of us feel very strongly about to a certain degree. And I think we could really, I mean, honestly, we might have to watch time for time because we could talk on end about this. But I wanted to bring up the parallels between art and reality. More specifically, from what we've been seeing recently, and we're not going to touch on spoilers or anything like that for those of you who are watching along with the show. And we're probably not even going to spend a whole lot of time on the show specifically. But the recent episodes of, well, in fact, just the entirety of Daredevil Born Again lately has been,
and the boys
weirdly. And the boys. Well, I mean, the boys has always been very satirical to what's been going on in reality. But the weirdest part is when we start looking at a lot of these shows and stuff like that. When we look at when it was written, when it was filmed, when it was produced, and when the whole production timeline of it, it's crazy to think, just a year before we're hearing in the news about what's happening in Minnesota with ice and stuff like that, they were already filming something very similar for this show.
Yeah.
They had no idea what was going to happen in the future. They were simply writing a narrative that showcased basically the hostile takeover by a fascist regime. To put in simply. So I wanted to start off with you guys. What is your immediate reaction seeing that on television and making that connection to reality?
I think it writes itself in a weird way. Like I here's the thing is that like if you boil it down, nothing that is happening IRL is really all that surprising. Why, you may ask? To one Ernell Pearson from goodkraken.com. Why? Because we have been saying this was all going to happen since Trump's first presidency. So it's like we knew everything that was going to fucking happen. They even outlined it this time.
Yeah.
And we told everybody, hey, this shit that they're talking about doing, probably a bad fucking idea. You know what I mean? Probably not a good fucking idea to do these things. And they were all like, no, or no, they're not gonna do that. He just knows those guys. That doesn't if someone wrote something bad and said that it was for you, does that mean it's your fault? And they would never do those things. Well, fucking, I mean, like, look at what the fuck we got going on now. You know what I'm saying? And these writers, like, I guess really my point being is that this is how, like, blueprint fascist regime this actually is, that you can just step by step outline everything that happens in history for every fascist regime coming into place, and all of it is just a repeat of history. And it's almost as if you can just look at it and say, yeah, there's some parallels there. You know what I mean? Like, you can just predict these things. So the writers for these shows have it easy because they can just say, yeah, no, this makes sense. If we put a fascist fucking monarch piece of shit nationalist like as our main villain, all we have to do is make him do everything that every other single one fucking did in history, and it'll make sense. Well, funny enough, the reason why those have a parallel is because it's fucking happening right now in real life. And these assholes are still in denial about it, dude. Like, like Kingpin is like Trump and Daredevil because Trump did it to his because he's doing all the things Kingpin does and vice versa.
Yep.
It's not that hard. Like they fucking just make it easy for us. Because now I could write a fucking book about all of this shit. Maybe one day my daughter's gonna be like, "What are you talking about, Dad?" All right, Dad, time to go to sleep. You know what I mean? And she's gonna be that whole fucking talk because she's not gonna fucking believe it. Like there's a whole generation of kids that are just not gonna believe that this is ever fucking real. I'm hoping that we can get to that fucking point because at this point, it's fucking comical. This shit just writes its fucking self, my brother. It just writes its fucking self. These writers have it as easy as fucking day because they can just look and say, oh yeah, that's what I want my villain to do because that guy's a fucking villain. That's it, man. That's it. Easy peasy. Slice the cake, if you ask me.
DJ, how about you?
I mean, yeah, and Ernell's on the nose. I mean, it's just been like, even, we talk about another show like Black Mirror. They can't come up with another season because they're like, well, shit, we kind of already touched everything. Like, we literally, like, it's literally happening. Like, what we made, it's literally happening.
Yep.
And that's the thing with like contemporary media nowadays. It's more of like it's all commentary. A lot of its commentary on what's happening right now. But even now, I think we are what someone referenced like a few months ago. It's like we're at the end of capitalism. Like this is like this is past late stage. We're almost like post capitalism at this point because
I agree.
It's so crazy to see like people even with years ago would have just been so opposed to each other. Now we're all sitting together like, dude, the world's fucked. The US is fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I think I saw a statistic. I don't know if this is real. I saw a statistic. Approval rate for Donald Trump among non-college people, no college degree. It is 52% disapprove, 48% approval among non-college people who are more statistically to vote Republican and more statistically to be more conservative are 52%. They do not like this guy in office right now. And that's how you know the world's falling. No one wants to go fight in Iran. Iran's like, fuck no, dude. We're not surrendering. We're not going to no peace talks. You have no idea how much fucking firepower we've been stockpiling over the past decade. More than a decade.
2 decades.
Yeah, 2 decades even. And now, like, the government's scrambling to, like, change the age requirements for the draft, or a potential draft if there was one, for this new war. Shoot, dude, like, freaking Israel just, like, bombed, like, I think Lebanon again or some shit like that.
Like, the day after the agreement.
Yeah.
Dude.
Trump is, like... he's barely seen in the media right now. Like, it's just so much shit going on. And like, they're letting Cash Patel do where the fuck he wants. It's just we're just a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon, man. This is just like, it's upsetting. And I can't even, there's so much shit going on. I literally can't even pay attention to it. I can't. Because I genuinely have, like, my biggest problem right now is if I can make it to work. And if, my fucking...
right.
You know what I'm saying? If can I pay for gas to go to work and to go back home? You know what I mean? It's like, gas is up, like, what, $3.60 down here?
Dog, it's
It's
$5.
Fuck you a little bit, actually.
Holy
Yeah, man.
But, like,
Jesus.
But you guys live in better states. Well, maybe not Garrick. But
for sure. Like I get what you mean.
Like Louisiana, mostly poor. A lot of people here are poor. I subscribe to the belief there's no such thing as a rich Louisianian. There's just people with money.
Sure. Sure.
To be rich, you gotta live somewhere that is rich. You know what I'm saying? But like usually gas like $2.50 a gallon, or like, you know what I'm saying, down here. So like to jump like a whole dollar, it affects so many people. And to those who don't think the war over there affects us over here, like, it is just like, the people don't understand that we have our own oil. Yes, we have our own oil. We have our own gas, but prices are determined by everyone's oil. And guess what? Iran has oil, and their oil is getting affected. So prices are going up. Secondly, with the control of that area, also maybe like shipments will be delayed, which therefore we won't get the stuff that you want off your Amazon Prime wish list in time. Which means the prices will most likely go up again, because remember we had that during the pandemic, it was like one of the ships, the fucking Evergreen, wherever the fuck it was, it got fucking lodged in there.
The ship that was stuck in the port, dude. Yeah, that was
and then,
a mess.
And of course, and I'll call it, flights are gonna be way more expensive. Like from here to like Miami or whatever.
What was it? Delta had already implemented like a extra surcharge, like a fuel surcharge.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So like you're paying hundreds or more for flights. We're heading to another government shutdown, so TSA is just fucking, they're fucked off. So you got to wait 5 hours to get on your plane. So that means no more incentive to travel. No more incentive to travel because the economy is not fucking moving. Everyone's staying in their house. They're not driving their car, which means they're not spending it on gas, which means they're not spending it on places that they go with their cars. So the economy tanks, and we go into another fucking recession. And guess what? Your money is null and void. Your paycheck barely does anything. You can't cover rent. Rent going up. Like, I just don't understand, like, how people can be so ignorant to this whole, like, I think now, like, right now, it's been more eyes being open right now, but there's still a bunch of people like, like just choosing to be ignorant because they refuse to educate themselves or like just want to ignore like all the signs that this is bullshit.
Well, see, I think. Well, see, when we start to ponder that, we kind of delve into this almost like theological conversation because it is a belief system that these people have adopted, and it's like getting them to see the other side is like stripping down their entire belief system because for some reason and for many years people have looked at politics more like they look at like the NFL, right? Because they look at, there's the
Who's gonna
Republican team
win?
and the Democrat team, and they've like my father voted Republican, his father before him voted Republican, and his father before, like that whole mentality. And it's aggravating trying to have a conversation with someone who is just absolutely hell-bent on keeping their beliefs there and not even willing to see the other side. But Garrick, are you still here with us? Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I want to shift gears over to you and ask you a different question here. So, when real life gets as wild as fiction, does that make fictional commentary feel a little redundant, or does that, to you, make it feel like it's more important than before?
I mean, I guess it depends on what lens you're looking at it through. A good example is uh websites like The Onion have nothing to write. Because
Yep.
they're a website based in parody of real life, and real life is currently so ridiculous in the United States that they're like grasping at straws for like what makes a decent parody article. And we're getting to the point to where art is going to become fairly aggressive. Times like these tend to make art very aggressive. Whether that art is contemporary or fiction, I think still makes it important. But I think the value in different kinds of arts change. Right? Nobody wants to laugh about how, when nobody wants a joke article about how Donald Trump did something ridiculous when he literally posts like openly the most insane things any president in the history of any functional country in the history of the world has ever fucking posted. And
Like the most recent as of today, have you seen that one? The him depicting himself as Jesus.
As Jesus Christ. Oh yes, of course I did. Of course I did. And then he no, absolutely. Absolutely I'm aware.
And try
of
to
that.
walk it back like he was a Red Cross doctor.
Yeah. No. Like all
Get the
that stuff
fuck outta
is
here.
just
Donnie, you're an
absolutely
idiot.
insane. Like it's nuts to me. It's crazy. But no, I think the value in different kinds of art will change. But it's also, I don't know, media literacy is so fucking bad right now.
So bad,
It's
dude.
so bad.
So
It's so
really
bad that like
dude.
art doesn't really have the opportunity to be nuanced presently, which is just kind of a damn shame. Because we're in this weird place where like shit's actually so bad that we're like a cunt hair away from like class consciousness, but at the same time media literacy is at an all-time low, so there is that loud handful of idiots like you mentioned previously that's like so stuck to their guns that they're holding up the rest of the party.
Yep.
And I don't know, but that's just being zealous by nature, and that's what these people are. That's a big word for any of you dum-dums wearing red hats at home. It means you're crazy about something to the point to where you'll do irrational things in the name of that something. Okay, you're zealous, all of you. It's nuts. And any of you guys who are finally coming around, and we're like, oh my god, I can't believe what I've done. I'm so sorry. Hi, we're glad that you're finally here. All is not forgiven, but we're thankful for the turnaround. Because it's still your fucking fault that we're here. Because no individual currently recording this podcast voted for that asshole.
Nope, sure didn't.
But it's just it sucks because art at the end of the day is a mirror to real life. And if you are in the crowd of it's not that deep, just know that I look at you no different than like any other animal that like doesn't recognize itself in the mirror, because that's what you're showing me.
Gentlemen, either of you have or no?
I mean, to sort of, come off the coattails of what Garrick is saying is that, like, the interesting part about all of this is that there's these parallels because these folks, how do I phrase this? So we were talking a little bit ago about how like they make it such a core part of their personality to have this political affiliation, right? And it really is. It very much so is. Like, because it's this identity thing for them. And the reason why it like we get so many of these parallels is because they in and of themselves, inherently, because of this personality identity they have with their political affiliation, they are inherently a character. They are characters in this like weird made up headcanon world that they've like convinced themselves is real, because they are so out of touch with reality and like how people actually live that they can't be anything else but just like a character. You know what I mean? Like they're so like at this point where we are with things, like
It's scary.
the beliefs that these people have are so outlandish and absurd, even, that it feels like watching someone trying to like do mental gymnastics to try to figure out what is reality and what's not. And like they're constantly like convincing that, like trying to convince themselves that what they believe is true. It has to be true. It has to be true that they're willing to like die on that sword in ways that only a fucking cartoon character would so vehemently die on that sword for. You know what I mean?
Actively watching them fight to form a thought is oof.
It, like there's a part of the human condition is like being able to like flexibly understand ideals outside of your own, right? Like that's what makes us human, is that we have something called empathy that allows us to think outside of ourselves on a moment by moment basis. And these people don't have that. They lack a fundamental level of empathy that is required for you to be a good person. And they even lack that to an extent that is so comical that like they just say the same fucking thing that the last other guy to their left fucking said in the same comical way, that we can all just sit and like, just by knowing that someone voted for Trump, I can devise in my brain within a nanosecond a majority of their core beliefs right now in this moment, right? Because they're all fucking botted. They're all botted as fuck. They all just say the same fucking thing because they heard it on Fox News or they heard their uncle say it or some shit, right? Someone who voted MAGA, who voted for fucking Trump, in today's almost guaranteed they think that trans people shouldn't be in bathrooms, that gay people are a threat, that the 2 people that ICE just killed were actually terrorists that were fundamentally trying to attack ICE. They believe that immigrants should be out of this country. They are okay with Trump having had built that wall. They don't want free health care. They're like, the list fucking goes on, right? And we can just one after another, just name it off because they make it fucking easy because they're fucking cartoon characters. Every single one of them. It's like watching Goofy and Donald not heal Sora in Kingdom Hearts for like the 15th fucking time. It's like, I should have known. I should have known you wouldn't have used heal, Donald. Fuck you. You know what I mean? It's like, it feels like that every single day watching fucking TV, dude. I can't stand it. These
So you mentioned the mental gymnastics that they play and stuff like that, and it really I've come across people who are like this, like genuine Star Wars fans out there, fans of the boys, fans of Daredevil, fans of X-Men even, that are also apparently very hardcore MAGA supporters. And I'm like,
what?
How? What?
Did you
So
just
I want us to
ignore
I want
everything
us
you read? Like,
I want us to play a little bit of mental gymnastics here. And DJ, I'm going to start with you. I want you to kind of walk me through. You are a MAGA supporter, and you are watching Peacemaker, and you are absolutely loving it. Explain to me what it is you enjoy most about Peacemaker.
I mean, I really liked the show. I just didn't like when they start calling, that alternate world Nazis. I don't like that. It's such a liberal talking point. They always want the left always wants to just straight up call everyone a Nazi when they don't agree with them. We're victimized. We
amen, brother. Amen.
But
we just want to live.
But they actually had legitimate Nazi iconography on there. Like they were
but that's
up,
probably like the producers. No.
Nazis.
No, let me handle this. Ernell. I think that's just what the producers, right? You know how like DEI and stuff like that. They just want to paint these clearly, grateful Christian folk in a bad light, and God fearing folk.
Yep.
And they wanted to do it for shock factor. Maybe the views were low. Since they put that black woman in there. I didn't like that one bit. What did she do in the show?
Not
I don't
one
even know.
bit.
How did you feel when she first appeared in the alternate dimension?
I asked why. Why is she there?
Now, how did you feel when how the natives of that dimension reacted to her presence there? Was that justified?
I mean, clearly she was trespassing. I mean, I would have took my gun and shot her too. If you can't trespass on my private property, don't tread on me. Is what I have it on the back of my truck.
Sure can't, brother.
As a red hat wearing MAGA supporter, or Ernell piercing.
Right there.
Explain to me what your favorite parts of the Lord of the Rings is.
Right.
What are your highlights from the Lord of the Rings?
First and foremost, this is the T sideways for Trump. Got that taken custom made.
Yeah, when you turn the T sideways, like an infinity symbol, Trump forever.
Trump forever, brother. I'll tell you what. Listen, man, I'll tell you, Lord of the Rings. Okay, Lord of the Rings, best movie ever, right? Because the bad guy wins for most of it, right? That's
yeah.
I mean,
and there's no lordesses. There's lords. It's not the Queen of the Rings. It's not the Queer of the Rings. Okay,
that's right.
It's not the Lord of the Queers. It's Lord of the Rings. Lord. We need to go back to that. When men,
absolutely,
men in the house, they were knights and
Listen, they said it's
led
called Two
led
Towers,
charges
but
in
it's
the
actually
battle.
Twin Towers. Okay, we
Everyone's
knew that
soft.
story a long time ago.
Everyone's just soft, you know.
Sauron, more like Samon. You know what I'm saying?
So given your stance on lord no lordesses, if that's even a fucking thing.
It was a thing I saw.
So how
in
did you
Georgia.
feel about with the Rings of Power and having a female lead, strong female
Awful.
lead?
Awful,
I
man.
can't
Awful,
stand it.
terrible
I mean,
show.
what
Can't stand that show.
why wouldn't the king do that job? You know what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, a man's supposed to do that job. I do like that she's a white woman. We have some strong white women
You
in
know, my
our
question is,
community.
DJ. You
My
know what
wife
my
is pretty
question is?
strong. Yeah, what's up?
Why was that woman walking around those fields and not cooking dinner?
That's right. I mean, where was her man? If she can't keep a man, I don't think she's the type of quality woman that should be deserving
I'll
to
tell you
lead.
what.
I turn the question to you.
Mm.
I turn my question to you. What are your highlights as a hardcore conservative white cis male? What are your favorite parts of the X-Men franchise?
What's this?
Hey, as a white guy, I don't like this game.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, we should have flipped it. Garrick should have been the
You should have been, yeah.
minority.
But kind of bring things back to kind of like our nerd centric kind of stuff with the upcoming X-Men film that's going to be directed by that's Jason Schreier, right? Is it Jason?
Is that a Jewish
No,
name?
not Jason Schreier is the
It's something
video
Schreier.
Game. X-Men director.
It's the guy.
It's James
guy
Mangold. James Mangold. No, wait, no. Jake Schreier.
No, that's not
sorry.
right.
Jake
Schreier. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
thank you.
Jake.
I was like, no, Mangold
Jason,
did the original. That's my bad. Continue with your question. Continue.
Anyway, with the news of the upcoming X-Men stuff, just around the bend, I want to ask you guys, because X-Men is inherently very, very, very politically coded, in every shape and form. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Sure. How important do you guys think that they stick the landing on political commentary with X-Men? Do you think that is a selling point for this upcoming installment of X-Men, or do you think they could get away with kind of skirting it to the side?
I'm gonna give Garrick this one first.
Yeah.
I mean, if the reception to X-Men 97 was any telling at all, they need to just lean into it, double down. It needs to be extremely prevalent. Like it needs to be it always will be, and it like that's the talking point for X-Men. Period.
I agree. I think that if they didn't get it from X-Men 97, if they haven't gotten it yet, the only way they can do is do it to get them to in a way that they'll understand is to double down. They have to, right? Like, and that's why I was advocating so hard for a like Denzel and what's his name, Magneto, Xavier, sort of like recasting, because like
Giancarlo Esposito.
Giancarlo Esposito, yeah, like because I mean, like, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be them, but like having black men play in these two roles opens up an opportunity to familiarize a younger generation and recontextualize a younger generation than what was had at the time of X-Men originally being around, to better understand what that is being stood for here, right? Because like the civil rights movement was not exactly the same as like what happened with like Nazis and shit, right? Like we know that that's not the same. However, the way that black people were affected in the world, let alone in the United States, by their experiences and what had happened with them, the way they were treated in the United States, is very similar. And it is really kind of the only like context that like a younger generation has, because I mean, there's half of them don't even fucking believe the Holocaust ever actually happened.
I mean,
And so it's
and
like,
even thinking of it through that lens, like if you think of just the sheer amount of years, Black people had been oppressed, like the body count over the amount of years probably far surpasses that of World War II.
right. Well, and no, and that's
So-
a fair point too. And so it's like and like I said, I don't necessarily need
So I don't think
Giancarlo
I don't-
Esposito and like Denzel Washington
Yeah.
to be the ones to like play those roles. And to be honest, I don't necessarily need Xavier or Magneto to be people of color for this story to make sense. The like boil it down here, really, the audience, like Garrick said earlier, media literacy is just in the fucking tank right now. So it's like the only way to get people to understand this shit is to also kind of like lower your IQ in a way that makes it so fucking obvious that it's like undeniable, right? Like they need to like make the president of the United States in the X-Men movie have like really dark orange skin and a really shitty haircut and make him overweight as fuck and give him like splotches all over his skin that he's never going to explain where they came from.
Oh, and don't forget the dementia outbursts.
And yeah, exactly. He's sundowning, and like put him in there and just give him a name that's like President Clump or something like that, right? And President Crump, and just
Crumpin'.
you know what I'm saying?
So
And it's-
okay, before he derails too much, DJ, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts on this? Do you think X-Men should also double down?
They should. I think that's kind of the core of like what the X-Men are, considering like the original context of like what they're supposed to be. Um, I think it would like to play it safe. I think would like ruin that whole franchise. You know what I mean? So, they kind of have to, especially. I
Yeah.
think like the interest in Marvel, in my opinion, is it's not an all-time low, but it's definitely lower. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely been on the up and up since I arguably personally for me since Thunderbolts, but I've heard a lot of talk with a lot of other people as well on social media that Thunderbolts was kind of like the one that brought a lot of people back. And seemingly a lot of the content that has come out since like post that whatever that retreat they had where they got together and had to like the whole like getting rid of Kang and then the moving over to Doomsday kind of plans. But I guess the only other question I have regarding that is, do you think Disney will allow that? Because I know Disney in the past has shown they're willing to make certain leaps in that direction, and they have been criticized as going woke, quote unquote. However, there has also been other information that has come out, like for example, for like Andor, there were certain things that they could not use specifically, even though I mean, it was for the story. It makes sense for the story. Like things like genocide, they couldn't say genocide, stuff like that. And so, I guess I ask you guys, and you guys can jump in whenever. Do you guys think Disney will allow them to double down on that political commentary?
Nope. Why?
Yeah, that's
Because
just a flat no.
Disney is bitch made. They're bitch made. 100%.
So how would that look? How would that look then?
I don't think it would.
The final product.
I think that they're going to give us, in reality, they're going to give us the most not X-Men story that they can, while still keeping it as close to X-Men as they can possibly get it. Based on two things. One, they're kind of leaning into this position of, hey, we know you all have seen these prior movies over and over and over and over again, so we don't need to give you origin stories for those characters anymore because they just know, right? Like they just know what that's going to be. I also don't think that they're going to utilize X-Men for the same reasons that we want them to utilize X-Men. Really, like X-Men being involved at this point is for fan servicing. Like X-Men is not going to be introduced in a way that we want it to be introduced, in terms of like mutants are going to be shunned from the world, because they just don't have time for that right now. Like they're going into Doomsday and Secret Wars within 2 years of each other. They have so much content they have to do to fill that space between those two movies and leading up to Doomsday in the first place. I don't think that they're going to use X-Men in a way that is going to feel fulfilling for us in terms of loving X-Men for their political conversation around the X-Men, right? And like how mutants are treated and stuff. It's going to be so fucking minimal. So minimal, because Disney is bitch made. They do not want to go there. And like that fucking sucks. Don't get me wrong. That sucks so bad. Like I really, really wish Disney had the balls to even do that in any capacity. But I think Disney is far too concerned with, when they are doing political conversation, it's about feel good politics and not doing it because that's what the right conversation is to have at this time. And I will stand firm on
Even
that.
If it's a hard conversation.
Exactly. I will stand firm on that until Disney has a blockbuster animated film about a trans kid that is navigating life as a trans teenager. And until they do that, Disney's bitch made.
Gentlemen, you guys want to chime in?
Oh no, man. I mean,
I
shit.
mean, he pretty much hit the nail on the head there.
Mhm.
Yep. Fuck them. I'll still give them like a couple of bucks because like I like the Avengers.
I would,
but, like,
and I hesitantly agree, only because there's a part of me that is hoping that doesn't happen. But looking at all the signs, I don't know if you guys know any of the details. So like the new Disney CEO, Josh D'Amaro, he was previously the chairman of Disney Experiences, which oversaw theme parks and resorts and stuff like that. And then with the X-Men, you have this school for gifted youngsters. It feels very akin to how, you know, Harry Potter had this wizarding school for gifted kids and stuff like that. So I feel like they're probably going to go more of like this Harry Potter feeling route, where we follow these gifted youngsters going through the school, and then that would give them the clear go ahead to build Xavier's school for gifted youngsters at Disney parks.
I mean,
that's why I think they're gearing it towards.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I want them to do it. I want them to just like, you know, take the risk. You know what I mean? Like the Conservative Party already doesn't fucking like Disney in the first place, anyways, because of how like minuscule they like Disney has gone there in terms of like having like gay characters or you know, bisexual like teens and stuff in their like movies,
or
and
even
shit.
just movies that are more feminine focused, like Turning Red, and like having a story that,
I mean,
that these young girls
already
have to kind of have that allegory for puberty, you know, like.
No, they don't fuck with Disney. They don't fuck with Disney already.
Yeah.
I think, you know, it would be nice for them to say, hey, fuck you guys, like we're gonna do this. Like see bad, but unfortunately,
But
just
yeah,
not the
they won't, because conservative people do spend money at Disney and Disney World and Disneyland.
Yep. Yep.
I went to
It's
Disneyland.
a bummer,
Paris.
man. Disney. It's a bummer. It'd be nice. You know.
Well, I want to lift our spirits up just a little bit before we call it here. There has been a couple of rumors for X-Men coming up that we never really get to talk about this kind of stuff on any of our other content, so I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to bring it up anyway.
Okay, sure.
But according to Scooper Jeff Snyder, and this is being reported by BamSmackPow.com, but Jeff Snyder is a industry trusted scooper, but according to him, they're eyeing Peter Claffey, known as Dunk from Night of the Seven Kingdoms, being eyed to play the role of Hank McCoy, Beast, which I kind of like that. I kind of like that personally. And then the next rumor is Odessa Azion. Apologies if I messed that up. From I Love LA. She is being considered for Rogue.
Okay.
So
Okay.
The daughter
that
of
is going to be interesting.
the voice of Bobby Hill from King of the Hill.
I don't know you. That's
Wait,
my
really?
purse.
Yeah, that's Odessa Zion is her daughter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
didn't
you.
know that. Cool.
Mhm.
Dad.
But yeah, and we also have CinemaCon coming up, so we might want to be paying attention to that in terms of news regarding. I mean, literally a lot of it. I heard there's going to be some more information on Spider-Man: Brand New Day coming up in CinemaCon. I've already seen information about the next Insidious film coming out. A lot of cool
God.
stuff. A lot of cool stuff. CinemaCon 2026.
I can't believe they're doing another fucking Insidious movie, man. God damn it.
Yeah, and we have to
Damn
watch it. We have to watch it. It's
No,
like Resident Evil.
Let that
it's like
fucking franchise
Paranormal
rest.
Activity. Okay,
They already
It, like-
did the last right. It was the
Fuck
last
Paranormal Activity.
one, dude.
yeah.
And now
And
the
tell me-
next
and-
the next one is
Yeah.
supposed to be a
And how long-
prequel of them. And
And
now
how
it's
long
like
has Scary
great.
Movie
Like,
been gone? And you're definitely gonna watch the next Scary Movie, right?
I am, because that movie
That's different and better.
so different, dude. It's so better. Like, so much
Well,
better.
we're all gonna watch all the movies because this is the Shipwreck Show, where once a week, every week, various members of the GK crew gather together to discuss anything and everything the Seven Seas have thrown our way. Don't forget to join the GK community over on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below. And if you want more, follow and subscribe to get updates when new episodes go live everywhere. We have
Everywhere.
just set sail, everyone. But until next time,
Disney's bitch made.
Bitch made.
bitch made.
Bitch
Take a
made
poop.
Disney.